Hi, my name is Jason and thank you for watching this video. Today we're talking about dikes. So the authors of The Hard Side Change Management, they surveyed 225 companies and they determined a consistent correlation between the outcomes or success or failure of the change programs and 4 hard factors which they used to develop this assessment. Over the years, there have been many companies like the Boston Consulting Group that have later adopted this assessment. And what I find interesting is, despite the number of groups who have adopted it and the time since they've that have elapsed since they came out with the assessment, there hasn't been any additional factors added either by them or others. The 4 factors are as follows. The first is duration. What the authors write is that even a long project that is reviewed frequently is likely to fare better than a short project that is reviewed infrequently. And what they recommend is that complex projects are reviewed at least 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, while straightforward projects can be longer, but no more than every 6 to 8 weeks. The next criteria is integrity of commitment. What they say is that it's important that you're identifying key members that are going to be on the team who have the right skill sets, are results-oriented, and are top performers that can achieve the desired change outcome. They also note that it's important that you make sure that they have the time to be able to carry out this change. The next is commitment, and that's split up into 2 pieces. The first are those that are the most influential executives. Now, an important note that they make is that this doesn't mean that they're the top paying executives or the head of your company, but those with the most influential pull amongst others. And it's also important that they be visibly backing your project. The second are those that are going to be directly affected by the change, and this takes into account their level of support and enthusiasm or their lack thereof. The last criteria is effort, and this takes into account how much work employees, those who are actually going to have to make this change implemented, have to do beyond their responsibilities to ensure this happens. The authors calculate that no one's workload should exceed 10%. What they recommend is that if, in order to achieve the change, you need to exceed the 10%, you look at reorganizing job duties, using outside companies like temp agencies to fill in when possible, and strategically managing priorities and timelines of projects. So what we've done is we've created a worksheet to help you through this process, and it comes verbatim from the author's works. And what you'll find is that within each question, or within each category, there are a series of questions you must ask yourself. And based on your responses, there is a rubric that the authors provide that you will score your project between 1 and 4, respectively, in that category. 1 being the most favorable and 4 being the least favorable. Once this is completed, the form will calculate your score. The actual formula that it uses is listed below. So once you have your total score, that is then plotted on a graph which depicts the likelihood to succeed. Scores 7 to 14 have a high likelihood of being very successful, and they describe this as the win zone. Scores between 14 and 17 are mid-range, and they describe this as the worry zone. Finally, scores between 17 and 28 are in the woe zone, and they have a sharp decrease in the likelihood to succeed. So let's talk now about how to best utilize this form. So this form, firstly, should be used as a means of engaging in a dialogue. This form can help you review your open projects and speak with your counterparts or other executives about the health of those projects. Secondly, this form can help you set priorities. You can't do everything at once, and as an executive or someone leading this team or even amongst the team, I would highly recommend you use this tool to determine which projects you're going to set your priorities on and which projects you're going to set your time to. Once a project has gained enough momentum, you can move on to others. You can also use this tool to determine which projects need to be put on hold until their scores have been improved, and which projects may require more nursing get to a point that you are ready to launch them. Lastly, this tool can be used to continually reassess the health of your projects and identify risks to them. This will help you properly allocate resources as needed. My name is Jason. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please be sure to also check out our change management video on Bill Bratton.